and welcome everybody. What is going on? So I wanted to ask you guys, what show should I watch next? And the reason why I'm asking is because I realized, ultimately I realized that what I was planning to do, which is obviously to do 4 shows at once. Obviously the 3 shows I'm currently watching, which is obviously Fate Zero, Gintama, and obviously Astronaut Joe. That I always wanted to do 4 shows, and I always wanted them to be fairly different. But that's not really the point. But I always wanted to do 4 shows, and obviously we had a little bit of Boku no Hero. But considering that that's still going on, I wanted to actually, I'm gonna wait until obviously the season is finished, season 2 is finished, and then I'm gonna do Boku no Hero all at once. So if like one day you see like all the episodes come out at once, you know why. And Game of Thrones was supposed to be the 4th show, but it just takes too long to edit and render. I've looked at like the first episodes that I watched for season 7 that I did live reactions for, and it's not that great. That's why I'm taking my time with episode 3 and 4. I've already watched those 2 episodes, but I'm just taking my time editing it so it looks a little bit better, so it doesn't just get cut off all the time. So that's essentially what I'm trying to do. Which is why that takes a lot longer than I wanted to do. And so I was thinking of like getting a 4th show that I can watch, on sometimes whenever. So that's why I'm gonna ask you guys, what show would you want me to react next? Preferably, I wouldn't want it to be a long show. When I say not long, I'm talking about 50 episodes. That 50, let's say 60 at most. 60 at most, because I've already got 1 long show, which is obviously Gintama. Astronaut Joe season 2 I think has 48 episodes, and I'm currently on episode 12, so that might take a while. Fate Zero, obviously I'm going to start with Fate UBW after I finish Fate Zero, so that is already done. So that's why I prefer like a show that isn't too long. Which is why I'm not actually, obviously I did a poll thing last time, because remember, and then obviously where Fate Zero won by the luck of the draw, I guess you could say, or by the random number generator, whatever it was. So basically I'm just gonna ask you guys, and that's why I'm not using the show from last time, and I'm asking you guys instead, because this time there is a requirement that it's not a long show, that it's a relatively short show. And yeah, that's just the way it is. So you'll find my MAL, my anime list, I believe it's called, the website, in the description down below, where it shows all the shows that I've watched, and I think it is pretty accurate. If there is, if you're saying a show and I've seen it already, I will inform you so that you can tell that. But yeah, when am I planning to actually watch the 4th show? Essentially, I am planning. We're in obviously we're now halfway through August, but I'm planning on watching it maybe starting like the 1st of September, so in 2 weeks or so. So that's basically my thoughts. That's basically what I think. Maybe I shouldn't say anything, but there might be a different show, a 5th show, but that's a different story. That's a whole different story, because that is, I don't want to get too much into the 5th show, or the show that I'm currently downloading, because that will be something that I'll just upload, not as much, not just rarely, it's just like an episode here a day, an episode here a week or so. So I want to know from you guys, relatively short show, under 50 episodes, what would you recommend? What would you recommend? And then once I've gathered all the things, let's say today's the 12th, let's say I'll keep it open for a week. So let's say until the 20th. Until the 20th, any comment that I get will go into the list, and then I'll just pick one out of them randomly, so there is no bias or anything. So we're gonna do that. Leave your show in the description. Obviously, you can leave multiple shows as well. But if you see somebody already mentioning a show, if you've seen somebody already mention an anime or show in the description down below, and it's basically the thing that you want, don't comment it again, just just write, yeah, I agree or something, just reply to that one and just say, yeah, that one, or so whatever. So it's not really spammed like 100 different people just saying, I want this, I want that, oh, I want this as well. It just gets rather complicated and rather convoluted. So just tell me what you want. Simple enough, and then we'll just pick a random one on the 20th. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, peace out and have a nice day. Bye.